My great-grandfather immigrated from Samos Island, Greece, to Ellis Island at approximately 19 years old. That is over 5,000 miles. All immigrants have a story as to why they made the decision to come to America. For many, it was simply that they were in search of a better life. What is your story? According to migrationpolicy.org, 1.49 million individuals immigrated to the United States in 2016. 43.7 million immigrants resided in the United States, accounting for 13.5% of the population. Native-born Americans need to be more tolerant of immigration. The United States was built on immigration and is dependent on immigration. Immigrants have always played an important role in America's history. According to author Charles Hirschman, American history cannot be separated from the history of immigration. He states that the 19th century immigrants played a major role in settling the frontier. He explains how immigrants were a main labor source in cities and in the construction of transportation networks. Hirschman further indicates that the advantage the Union forces had during the Civil War was largely due to immigrants who had settled in the northern states. Hirschman states during the Age of Industrialization, about 3/4 of the populations of many large cities were immigrants and their children. He also discusses how immigrants played an important role in modern American politics and developing American culture. Professor Raul Hinosa Ojeda states that if the U.S. did not have immigration, it would be a shrinking population. He says we need immigration to grow the economy and labor force. According to CBS News, immigrants participate in the U.S. labor force at a slightly higher rate than native-born Americans. Archives.gov states immigrants are 30% more likely to start businesses in the U.S. than non-immigrants, and 18% of all business owners are immigrants. Immigrant-owned businesses create jobs for American workers, and immigrants are more likely to create their own jobs. Immigration reform legislation like the DREAM Act reduces the federal deficit, and comprehensive immigration reform would increase the American GDP. Archives.gov goes on to state, as a nation of immigrants, we must remember that generations of immigrants have helped lay the railroads and build our cities, pioneer new industries, and fuel our information age, from Google to the iPhone. The United States was built on immigration. The United States is dependent on immigration. We need to be more tolerant of immigration in the United States. Without immigration, the United States would not exist. I challenge you to go out and ask an immigrant their story. Had it not been for an immigrant, you would not be here.